and from DS Tech, and we are going to talk about ways to manage your email efficiently. So I just have a few talking points, and we'll kind of bat it around. One way is to unsubscribe to anything and everything that you don't read, right? Or don't need.
Well, I want to put one caveat on unsubscribing. And we talked about this before. If you suspect it's phishing or suspicious and unsolicited email, right? If you unsubscribe, you're just letting the phishers know that they have a legit email address of yours. So, block or delete them.
Okay.
Although they use different email addresses every time.
Good point. I didn't think of that. So, question, Dave, because I was going to mention on my personal email, I used unroll.me. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's a unsubscribe service, and it's literally unroll, unroll.me, and it looks at your email, and you can just select a bunch of them and unsubscribe. I wonder if that does the same thing, if that would let the fisher know that email is real.
It depends on where it works, if it unsubscribes to the sender or if it just blocks it before it gets into your email.
Interesting. I'll have to figure out how it works, because I've used that before many times.
Okay.
Because it's easy, but I never thought of that. Okay, so rather than unsubscribe, block, right?
Right.
Okay. And then the next talking point I have is automatically sort your emails, which you brought up before we came on air here. You can make rules in Outlook to file your...
So you were breaking up there.
Oh, was I?
You have rules to file your...
file your emails automatically.
Correct.
I don't know if you can do that in Gmail, though.
I never looked into it. Aaron? You?
Gmail, I don't know either.
Okay. I think you can. I haven't done it, but I think you can. Okay. One trick that I use is in Gmail, I star them and I color code them according to the tasks that I need to do with them. So I'll do that first thing so that my email is all organized and ready for me to do my work.
Right. It's being proactive.
Right. And
let your email platform do some of your work.
Right. And lastly, the last little point I had on my list was a little bit of time management, which is not checking your email constantly. It's setting aside time to check your email, right? So it's like I check my email first thing in the morning, then I go do my work, and then I'll check it again maybe noon. And then, I'll schedule certain times to check my email so I'm not constantly being pulled in different directions or distracted or multitasking myth, right, and concentrate on one thing.
I was just going to bring that up. We got a little blurb from our boss, Eric, about the myth of multitasking and how it makes you less efficient, bouncing back between email and working on ordering or, answering phones or whatever you might be doing. It's not an efficient way to get things done. And so like you do, one thing, finish it, next thing, finish it, and so on. So email is one thing you can say, I'm not going to go to my email every time I get a new one. I'll delegate some time for that several times a day.
Exactly.
Which I'm guilty of. I'm very guilty of. like
Yes.
checking my email, in which most of it's not urgent at all.
Right. Right. And then you got those little notifications that pop up too, that you want to go check it right away. So,
Yep.
I mean, I would turn them off, but I do get reminded that I'm scheduled to do something. So I can't turn them off, but you can efficiently organize your day that way by setting aside time. So, and I always tell my kids, our brain is only one processor because they're
Yes.
geeks. Our computers have multiple processors and stuff, but our brain is only one. So,
but the thing is, when computers first came out, they used to tout them as multitasking, which because they only had a single core, they were not multitasking. They would do it. They would either do each task to completion and start the next one, or they would dedicate so much time to one process, then the next one, then the next one, then back to the first one next, like that. They were not truly multitasking until we got multiple cores in computer processors, and then they literally could multitask. But we're not computer processors, so
no, we're not. We're human beings.
Aaron's close, but
and I think something's got to be mentioned to have that respect for your own. If you're checking your emails every minutes, you're really not respecting your own time.
Yeah.
For me, it's so important on one process, beginning to end, and then move to the next, and not what you're talking about is back and forth. Then you lose your spot on what you were working on. You got to jump back into it and pick it all up again.
Yep.
So what I've of the habit to do is Ginny mentioned early in the morning, check it, block a time around noon, check it, and then at the day, check it again. If I'm someone, it's different, but in general, I'm not going to slave to inbox throughout the day.
Right.
And let's face it, the great bulk of, my email anyway, is not necessarily spam, but stuff that's really not important or urgent.
Yep.
Just random.
Yep.
Oh.
All right.
I actually thought we were going to talk fantasy football today, and tech fantasy football. I guess that's a topic.
Dave thought we were going to talk about Christmas decor because we got our pretty Christmas tree up at DS Tech.
I got my
your candy cane
Christmas decoration, which has been with me for about, I don't know, going on 15 years through several jobs. And we also have our Christmas tree up and our Christmas decoration. So
we got that at Yooper Designs, didn't we?
This one here, I don't remember. It's not marked or anything, but I think
we did. Give them a shout out because they have some cool stuff.
All right. So my other quick thing here is if you spend that 5 minutes touching your emails and cleaning them out a couple times a day, it's like at the end of the week, you won't have 12,000 emails in your inbox and need to spend an hour. So you put a little bit of time, kind of pick at it. Don't let it become something that you need to spend an hour on a week cleaning up your inbox. I've seen people through the years of doing this with literally over 10,000 emails in your inbox. Yeah, which is not management.
Well, about before email, when you went through your pile of mail, I mean, this is probably dating some of us, but you would stand over the garbage can and you would toss out all the stuff you didn't need and you would set aside your bills and stuff that you needed to pay attention to. So
right.
Same concept.
So it's no coincidence that in your mail application or mail program, you put things in the trash.
Yeah.
Right?
I do
That's
have
what
a,
it
I do
That's funny.
most of our interoffice email, I keep it somewhere so that I can find it again, because sometimes I have to refer back to conversation.
Right. In today's modern email platforms, Gmail, Outlook, if you use Outlook Online, Office, Outlook Online, you have volumes of space to store your stuff. You can archive it, go back and search it. You know, there's no reason to have 12,000 emails in your inbox. You do a little file management, create some folders, push stuff in there, you know, and make your life easier and be more productive.
Yep. And if you go to our YouTube channel, we did do a Outlook kind of overview. It was one of our very first lives. So, and Aaron's pointing to our get your free security assessment. Make sure you go to our website and sign up for that. We'll find whatever holes, security holes are in your network for you and offer suggestions. So make it a great day. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them, because, you know, it'll make more material for our next live. See you next week.
Yes, next week. Bye.
Bye.